Her age 25 and 25 is 50, 47, 22 and 22. Actually, when she was 22, he would have been he would have been twice her age, literally speaking. Wow. Wow. Today's drama. Today's drama. All right. Let me read it out to you for you again. If you're just joining, no ad libbing this time. I'm 25. I have a small problem. My family doesn't like my boyfriend, and I can't figure out why. I don't know if it's because of his age, he's 47, or because he's not a Vincentian. We met about 3 years ago when I was working at a restaurant in the Grenadines and have been great since. He treats me really well and I love him a lot, but it bothers me that my parents, especially, don't accept our relationship. How do I make them like him? Is 22 years too big an age gap? Some responses are already on the inside. Let me share a bit for you. Somebody says, that's his daughter. And that is only for a time. Making reference to the age gap, the 22-year age gap. That's his daughter. I mean, really and truly, let's look at it. When he was 21, she wasn't born yet. So the love of his life did not exist when he was 21, out and about gallivanting, looking for the love of his life. she ain't even conceived yet. And he could have been making his own children, his own offspring, his own football field. You understand? He could have been married. And she ain't even conceive it. She ain't even, what people say? She ain't even dream for born. And he says here again, that is only for a time. The relationship, they've been going strong for 3 years. I think they might make it or not. But then again, some people are dating for like 10, 20 years and then they just break up. So we'll see. But her problem is the family doesn't like the boyfriend. And she wants to know if it's because of the age range or is it because he's not Vincentian? Maybe he's a white man. Is it because he ain't a black man? Or is it because, like, maybe he's not Vincentian? Is it because maybe the age range is bothering them a lot? What is the reason? She's trying to figure it out. All right. So it says here, let me read some more comments. Young lady, at the end of it all, it's your choice and you have to do what's best for you. All right. I hope you hear. To be happy. So don't worry about what others think or have to say. That said, make sure that you have considered everything with a relationship with such a huge age difference. 22 is a large margin. When you're 50, he will be 72. Think about that. And you have to understand that no parent, especially a father, will be happy and accepting of their daughter in a relationship with a man who is near his own age. But it's still your call. And by the way, we are live on Facebook at Extreme 104 SVG, all right? Think about coming from the father, as this person mentioned that. So imagine, wait. So imagine your daughter brings a boyfriend to meet you. Daddy, this is my boyfriend. And you realize it's somebody from, maybe it is go by a particular shop and you and the person they playing domino or y'all drinking or what's not, or y'all just lime or what's not, y'all in the same group or what's not, you know, y'all went to school together, y'all was sitting on next to one another in grammar school pitching marbles and you realize that, wait a minute, this guy is the same age as me. Would you feel comfortable with your daughter bringing home a guy your age? It's like if your guy bringing home the daddy to meet the daddy. She wants another daddy. Oh my goodness me. Think about if you want to have children too, right? So he's 47, you're 25. Maybe you want to have children when you're 30. Oh my goodness me. How is that going to work? How is that going to work? Because, you know, taking care of children, it ain't easy. It takes a lot of physical work to be done. And when you're a little up in age, you're gonna need like pills for, some people take pills for like arthritis and like other NCDs. I mean, the older you are, the greater your chance of of developing some of these things, and they're gonna need a little bit of extra care. And I don't know. Y'all help me out here. Help me to help her out so we can figure this out and tell her what to do so that she can be happy, that her boyfriend can be happy, and they could be worry free and worrying less going forward. All right. So somebody says, right? What about if he don't have kids or not married? All right. At 47, sometimes I just wonder, right? Like when guys get into new relationships at that age, like 47, 50, and 61, and they're dating a much younger person. Like what happened the rest of your life? Why you never met the love of your life? Is it that something's wrong, or is it that you just decided to start dating late? Or is it that like no woman wants you, or you're divorced, or you're widowed? Like I could never understand it. Could never understand it. Maybe some older guys who are dating much younger girls, you could share your stories with me. Share it with us. I don't have to call your name. It's okay. It's fine. It's very confidential over here. We don't do those things. Let me try to understand, like, what do you see in a younger person? Yeah? You're almost close to retirement, but you are fond of and really interested in somebody who's like 20, 25, 22, 30, and you're very close to collecting pension. You probably already collecting pension. This reminds me of Rudolph. I wonder if Rudolph find a woman yet. Mr. Abbott, I wonder if you find a woman yet, boy. Let's play some voice notes. We have a call. Let's stick on the voice notes. All right, we lost that one. If you want to call, you can call us live at 457-1043. Is 22 years too big a difference in age between a boyfriend and a girlfriend? By the way, the girlfriend is younger than the guy. Maybe she liked the fact that he was taking care of her. Hello, good morning.
Morning. One word come to me when I hear older man, younger woman. Sugar daddy. That is one first word come to my mind.
Sugar daddy is not two words. Sugar daddy. Okay, all right, gone through. Sugar daddy.
We modify the two words, sugar daddy. But in the girl situation now, it's not that out of order.
It's not.
But it's for my daughter. I won't be. She's an adult.
Yes.
If I put in that girl in my daughter's shoes. My daughter in that girl's shoes. This is my daughter. I would have bought that guy there. I said, big man, we kind of foolish. Why you want a young girl? I would have come to. I wouldn't say I would not like him. Because anybody my daughter decides she loves me, go have to love that body there too.
Do you really have to?
Until he prove otherwise.
Okay. Huh? All right.
We have a democratic mindset. If my daughter decides she want to date somebody, man, woman, a woman, me go have to embrace the person because of my daughter. I'm a non-judgmental person, but at the end of the day, me go ask the guy, we really see in my daughter that you want. And also now, a lot of women choose to date older men because men are typically immature and the same age level as a woman.
Serious?
Because the girl might go and deal with a 22-year-old or how much of her age is, and the boy them depend stupidness.
She might want some more security, you know.
Thank you. Somebody who now want to smoke weed and drink sunset rum every day.
That is not everybody's case. Not all men the same age are not as mature.
No, it's a stereotype. It's a stereotype, and it's a stereotype that have a good bit of truth to it. Mm-hmm. And it's a broad statement to make, but on average, a guy on the same level as a girl. For example, here in America, women are more educated than men. Women are graduating college more than men because none of them want to be galley, none of them want to be flossing, none of them want to be though. You know what I mean? So I kind of understand why she gravitates towards the older man. Okay. But I want to say to her now, it's not a parent's job to like the guy. If they like him or they don't like him, move on with the relationship with the guy. If the guy treating you right, and the guy doing everything that you expect in a man to do for you, forget about your parents and move on.
What if she's still living with the parents?
Well, he last what I said. Move on.
Okay, move out and move on.
Move up, because if you live at home with the parents, and you could be 121 years old, long as you living under your parents, you're still a child in my opinion.
Okay.
Because if my daughter live with me and she's 43 years old, guess what? She have to do what me have me say. If you want to be a big woman, get your own place and take up that bed and walk.
Me, you gotta have to fight. But anyways,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Understand.
I mean, it is what it is. But live your life, girl. And a lot of things with us now as human beings,
Mm-hmm.
we just try to make people happy. Suppose she leave the man, right, to make her parents happy. And find a guy who is of intention.
Mm-hmm.
Find a guy who is her age group. Let's say a guy who will hold sham, bust she face with a hammer like we see a man doing. Then how the parents go feel?
Go back to the other man. Call back the other
Do your
man.
thing for you because you have to live your life for you and far too much are not parents if you're listening to me. Not post all your lifestyle for your daughter because a lot of parents try to use our children as a reset button.
Oh, try to relive that. Oh, try to fix their
We live their
mistakes.
fair life to the children. Let your child spread you and fly jet.
Okay, fair point.
If she's
Fair
a
point.
if she's a good girl, now she do she thing, she not out there beating around the bush and doing all kind of thing. She have a boyfriend. Only discrepancy is the age difference. How much I was grandfather at 90 and my grandmother 60.
Oh, same in. Okay, fair point. Fair point. Thank you very much.
Fall yourself, man.
Thank
Happy
you.
Friday Eve.
All the best.
Tomorrow, so mashing up your radio station with plenty of
Ratatata. All the best
Later.
with when your daughter comes to you with a guy who's just your age. All right, pick up yourself with that one.
Man, it's all right. Man, we have to sit down and talk. Whoever she bring me, I have to accept that. But on the flip note now, hopefully I could instill and she mother could instill certain things in my daughter that she could make a better decision based off what she see.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
she
right.
mother do. Because the children just pay attention to what you're doing. But at the end of the day, you could take it donkey to you but you can't make it drink. So we can't force me not upon my daughter which she not like.
All right.
Long as she happy, me happy.
Okay.
End the story.
All right. Thank you, man. Have a good one. All right. So then if you want to call us 457-1043. Quite a bit of voice notes. Let me see if I can get through these here. No, yeah.
Do not give up on your happiness, so please, people.
Okay, now let me go back here. Let me go back here to this one here.
For me, 22 years, not too much. That better too, because that is a good.
All right, you have to turn down the radio and then do the recording. All right, turn down the radio.
Do not give up on your happiness, so please, people. As long as the relationship, the man make you happy and you happy, and you make a man happy, never give up your happiness, so please, people. Because to the ending, to the long run, are you going to regret? You going to say, if you been no.
All right. So turn off the background noise, all right, so we can hear what you're saying properly. All right, because it was very difficult to understand there. Somebody says, I'm going to be thinking advantage. 22 years is advantage. Hello, good morning. I'm just reading the comments.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
I was really thinking whether or not I should call in
Talk to
because the guy before had said a lot of things that I agree with. At the end of the day, it's his whole life. And one of the things that we notice, has been going on for years, that you're never treated as an adult until you move out to your parents' home and you have to deal with the harsh realities of life. Because at the end of the day, a parent's job is never done, but it is hard to know when to take a step back and allow your child to be an adult. She sounds like a very smart young lady, but at the end of the day, it sounds as though she's in a sticky situation because she's choosing now whether she should love her parents or whether she should love a man. And I don't care who vexed, it's her life. At the end of the day, she could have met a man who's the same age as her, who cheated on her left, right, and center.
True.
Now you have a man who is mature enough to say, hey, I don't go through life. I don't see what life has to offer, and I don't want anything else but you. Now, yes, the age difference is very, very, very big.
The 22 is too much for you.
22 for me, I won't see myself dating somebody who's 22, but if I take upon myself that, okay, this man is treating me right, You know, he provides for me, and not in a way where solely providing. Like, I know for myself, I'm an independent person, but if you would take your time to not only invest in me, like some people would say financially, but also emotionally, spiritually, mentally, then why would I know? Why would I know come and put myself at a disadvantage because you're at 22? So it's a matter of now opening your perspective. A lot of people like the caller before saying like, it's like a sugar daddy kind of experience. But it doesn't have to be like that. It could just very well be two persons who are in love. And a lot of times people will say, that had your sugar daddy, she only wants you pretty much. No. It could very well be what it is. Love.
Yeah, man, love.
And you just have to allow love to be love. Like even when you said I know of persons who are like 30 years apart and they live happily ever after up to the point where they both passed away.
Wow.
Love is love. A lot of times we look at things and we see these scenarios being on a negative perspective that when one day it's a positive thing, nobody wants to accept it. Everybody wants to tear it down. And like the guy said, what if no, she leaves the man because she wants to follow in her parents' wishes. And then she ends up in an abusive relationship. And people know with
parents will feel bad.
Relationship, you will feel bad. And it's hard to get out of an abusive relationship. Because you feel like women, that's what they do. When you give them something, they build on it. That's why it's very hard for a lot of women to leave because it's something that they have built on. So it's almost as though you have to abandon it. So now, when she sees herself building this life with this guy, and then everybody around you trying to tear it apart, it's discouraging.
Yeah. And she starts to second guess herself too, you know.
Exactly. But I hope she's listening right now, and I hope she understands. Just live your life. Live your life. You won't have to go into work every morning. You won't have to go brush your teeth every morning. You won't have to eat for yourself every day. You won't have to live your life. It doesn't matter. Nobody is going to feel what you are feeling. So if she knows it in her heart, this is the man for her, live your life.
Yeah, man.
Nobody can live it for you.
Okay. Are you speaking from experience?
No, ma'am.
Oh. Have you ever been in love?
No.
Oh, okay. It almost sounds like you have everything in order there.
Thank you.
All right, have a good one. And thank you for your contribution. All right, if you want to call 457-1043, you can join us live on Facebook at Extreme 104 SVG. It's just 1 minute after the 9 o'clock hour. We're into the final hour. Somebody says on Facebook, parents always want and seem to know the best for their kids. Oh, my goodness me. Ooh, let me see if Tanti has it right now, huh?
Yes, Crystal, as I was saying, right? Never give up your happiness to please people. If the man make you happy and you making the man happy, just stick in the relationship. Do not give up a relationship to please nobody.
Hold on, caller.
Because in the long run, you give up a relationship to please people, and then next thing you're gonna say if you've been no. And by the time they say if you've been no, it's too late. As long as you make a man happy and a man happy. Once the man not married and the man have kids, stick in a relationship. Fight for your love.
Fight for your love. Hello, good. We lost that one. Sorry about that. All right, you can try again. The lines are open. Somebody say fire. Sorry. Here's a voice note.
Hey, Crystal, good morning.
Good morning.
Listen, I think the parents are just trying to protect their daughter.
Okay.
Yes, she's in love with the man, but the age different. People sometimes, fall in love, and with such a big age difference, 47 to, I guess, 20 something, it is going to be a problem. I mean, 10, 15 years from now, he's in his 60s.
Yeah, he's going to need a night nurse.
And he can't do the things that she, just being in her 40s.
Yeah. He might need some
And
blue
just
pills.
getting ready to enjoy life.
Yeah.
They say a person or a woman start enjoying life maybe like the sexual part of life when she's maybe 35 and above.
Pfizer.
And at that time, he's 60 something years old. And he's looking at it like, I can't do the things that you want me to do. I can't go everywhere that you want me to do at your age. And I mean, she's right to want to do those things at her age, but he has already passed that age. So he's not in for those kind of thing. And then there's, because of that big age gap, there's a barrier and there's a problem. And most of the time, the problem end up being solved by the younger person going out and finding somebody else. So I think the parents who have already gotten experience, whether they've been through that or through living and having that experience in the world, they know that this is something that it's a great possibility that would happen. So they're just trying to protect her. It probably doesn't mean that they really dislike the person.
Mm-hmm.
I think if the age difference was even 10 years apart, it might have been different. But that big gap, that is a problem. Yes, you're in love with the person and everything like that, but you have to look at the reality side of it also. And if you look at the reality side of it, as a parent, you want the best for your child. I think that's what they're doing. And the lady, I think she's well in love, and she's blind, so she can't see it. Another 15 years down the road, but I think there would be a problem when it comes to that. And if you have every 20 person who's in that situation, one or two might have a successful relationship, then the ratio is too wide of a gap to take that chance.
You think so? Oh wow. Quite a lot was shared there, man. So you would not encourage her to stay in that relationship because, statistically speaking, according to you, the relationship is less likely to last, but it just might. All right, let's take in a call. Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Crystal. How are you doing?
What's up, Pokro man?
I'm here. We're Hurricane man. He season gone?
Yeah, the hurricane season gone. What's up,
then, bless up in my future, wherever they at, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it kind of change sometimes, as a parent, right? Sometimes parents want to make decisions for them children, right? But at the same time, they have their own mind. I know you want the best for your kids, right? But at the same time, when you look at it, suppose what's a guy she meet up with, right? A guy who is a robber, a thief, right? And an abuser in that kind of way, right? Now she meets somebody now who can really help her out in her needs, right? In this time. I can understand her situation. Yeah, I understand the man might be elder, but at the same time, she feel comfortable with him. And if she feel comfortable with him, I do think they need to really, move on with their life. Her mom can say what she want to say, but at the same time, she cares about her daughter. But the daughter cares about herself too also. So
True,
in life,
true. What if she doesn't know better?
Right, we might could sit down and talk about whatever she should have been, might not been with him or this kind of thing. But she might could have find a younger guy who could have abused her in all different ways, Maybe he mightn't be the first one that she really, been with. And if first relationship mightn't work for her, you understand? So she meets somebody she feel like, all right, she can spend some time with, even though he elder than her. You understand? She not underage. If she underage, well, that's a big thing. You understand?
No, she's not underage. Yeah.
Huh?
She's not underage.
Right. So,
she's
so that's what I'm saying. She's not underage. So she have she have her life to make her own decision and live her life to her, we can comfort her.
All right.
Her parents can't comfort her in every way that she really want to comfort her. So someone else has to step in and comfort her to her needs. So if she really get be satisfied with whatever the relationship. I see nothing wrong with that.
All right, so then. Thank you so much.
Respect to her and I wish her all the best. Who knows? Later on, she might can travel. And then when she travel now, hear this again. You travel and set up a circle with them and me want to be alright. I love you, you know, them kind of way. Come on, man.
All right.
Enough respect, though.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man. All right. Thank you for that one. All right. Two more. Then we go take a break and we come back. Somebody says on Facebook, didn't Celine Dion marry a man way older than her? What's the issue? You're right. What is the issue? So what if the girl wants to be with a guy 22 years older than her? What is the issue? Somebody says you both have to make up your bed. So you're gonna sleep on it together. Don't separate love. Some age groups don't work. That's he and her choice to make your decision. All right. Some old men take good care of young ladies than young men. Don't criticize it. Just love, not hate. You know, some young people look pretty and plenty older than the person who have double age. Crystal, in all true love will last forever. Only true love. Somebody says, I think it's because he's not Vincentian. But then when you really check it out, the girl might, if they get married, then you might be able to move away with your children, you know what I'm saying? And you could go with her and live overseas, where maybe it's Italy, maybe it's the US, maybe it's the UK, Australia, you understand? Wherever it is, you could probably go and set up yourself well there. Be happy for your daughter. What's wrong with you? All right, we're going to take a break. It's 9 minutes after 9 o'clock, 9:09, and come back with some more of your responses. Boyfriend and girlfriend. After a certain age, you really got to stop calling. Well, this is just my opinion. You got to stop calling your significant other boyfriend. Like, just think about it. You're 25 and you're 47-year-old significant other. This is my boyfriend. Boyfriend just seems so teenage-ish and under 30-ish, After a certain time, this is my man. This is my woman. This is my significant other. This is my boyfriend. Good morning, Elliot. Big up yourself. We're going to end the Facebook Live right